Hey, what's up, guys? Your boy OG Black, bringing you guys another fire one for Friday. As you guys know, I'm going to be talking about someone who's really special in the Chicano culture. A lot of people perceive him as a artist. A lot of people perceive him as an innovator. A lot of people perceive him as someone who molded and broke the ground for a lot of Chicano artists in the tattoo game, whether it be through his clothing line, Joker line, whether it be through his contributions to the art, to the Chicano culture. Many things can be said about Mr. Cartoon. Mr. Cartoon, I met him a couple times already. Um, what can I say about Cartoon? He's a good guy. Pretty much tries to help out a Chicano if he can. So you guys know, Cartoon took the Chicano culture to a whole different level, guys. I'm going to tell you guys something that was going on in the 90s and the early 2000s, guys. The Chicano culture had hit an all-time high, whether it was in Japan, whether it was in Europe, whether it was in places everywhere. Joker was one of the first frontier guys to take the Chicano culture to the other forefront for people. People in Japan are obsessed with the gang culture in California that we have. They're obsessed with our rules. They're obsessed with our lifestyle, our code of conduct. And Cartoon was one of the first innovators to bring that culture and explain it to them. You know, a lot of people from Japan are obsessed with the Chicano culture. The whole thing of being a warrior, the whole thing of being loyal, the whole thing of a gang, of a family, they like all that. They take the positive out of a negative, and they try to not idolize it, but use it as a good thing, not a bad thing. Remember, guys, you could always take a positive out of a negative. You know, in this video, guys, so you know, your boy OG Black tries to bring you guys into a life that you guys won't have to get in trouble. A way that you guys can see the life that I've lived and seen the life that other people live, whether they be a mafioso, a gangster, a cartel member, or a cholo, or a drug dealer, or whatever it may be. You know, this show is to make you guys realize what's out in the streets, what's happening, so you guys don't have to live it. So you could press that button and subscribe to my show, and you can know the life and know what it's about without the suffering and its consequences, guys. Remember, boys and girls, you don't want to be like OG Black. You know, you have a lot of regrets, a lot of things happen, and that's part of my life, guys. So I'm going to get more into Joker right now. Remember, smash, subscribe, like, hit that little OG Black on the bottom. You know, and we'll get rocking right now with Cartoon. What can I say about Cartoon, man? He's a multi-talented guy, guys. The first time I heard about Cartoon, I was a young kid. My dad used to tell me he was a great tattoo artist. My dad was like, hey, that homeboy gets down. He knows what he's doing. He's from LA. A lot of people like him. He's doing real good. And then the second time I heard from Cartoon was in the lowrider culture. As you guys know, your boy OG Black used to have a lot of lowriders. I was in the lowrider culture for a long time. My dad was. We all were. It's something as Chicanos and kids that we kind of like, we gravitate towards. You know, me being a Chicano here in the United States of America, going back and forth from Mexico. You know, I used to bump Roger and Zapp and then listen to Chalino Sanchez right afterwards, you know. So I got the best of both worlds, guys, you know. Gangster boogies and sombreros on the weekends, you know. And that's what happens in Southern California, guys, you know. Me and kids like Danny Sanchez Quintero. There's another guy I'm going to use as a reference again. El Centenario's son. You know, me and him grew up in this gangster mafia, cartel, narco junior lifestyle, you know, and there's nothing we could really do about it. You know, we could choose our friends, but we sure as hell couldn't choose our family, guys. And that's a quote that I'm really strong on, guys. Can't choose your friends, but you can choose your family. Now we're gonna get back into it with Cartoon, man, because we're getting off subject now. Now, Cartoon was one of the most prolific graffiti, most prolific drawers there is ever. I mean, Cartoon's art is known from here to the around the world, guys. Here to Australia, here to Europe, here to Japan, here to everywhere. You know, guys, Cartoon separates himself because his work is something deep. It's something that he gets really into, and he gives nothing but quality work, guys. Cartoon, you know, with his Joker brand, he set a standard. He set a stage, guys. I used to wear Joker clothing when I was a kid. I loved it. I loved Joker clothing. Joker clothing was a good clothing line. I loved it, man. You know, Joker, guys, so you guys know, he didn't grow up that easy, man. He didn't have what you call a pleasant childhood. He didn't have an exactly what you call a star childhood. And that's something that if you guys want to research a little more, you guys can get into. I won't get into his personal life or his personal childhood, but I heard it wasn't rosy or cheeky at all. You know, Cartoon to me has one of the best talents in the world. He also does paints. He also paints cars, guys. He paints cars. He does murals. He does at youth risk programs. He speaks to them. He talks to them. He shows them that you could be a positive person in the community, like your boy OG Black's trying to do, guys. There's a lot of people out there who don't like what I'm doing, and it is what it is, man. It's Friday, man. Trying to get you guys a real story about someone like Cartoon who's a positive. All the time, things aren't always a negative, guys. We're trying to bring a positive to this channel too. You know, Cartoon is someone who's respected in the Chicano culture, especially with all the things that are happening right now with the racisms and the black on Mexican thing that people want to do, or the white on Mexican, or the black on white, whatever it may be, guys. Cartoon has been a person who really preaches a lot of peace, guys. He has business partners in Mexico. He has business partners in Europe. He has business partners in Canada. He's expanded his program to an unbelievable heights, which is unbelievable, guys. In the Chicano culture and the community, he's a well-respected guy. Once again, I'll tell you guys, his art is something that I really appreciate. As you guys can see, I'm an artist myself, and Cartoon's art is far out, man. I remember being in prison, guys, once, and looking at a lowrider magazine and turning the page, and Cartoon's mural was on the wall, and they had taken a picture of it, and it was a guy suffering behind a cage, and he was crying. In the top of the heading said, "You know what you do." And it kind of just hit me like, man, I knew what I did, but I didn't want to suffer the consequence for it. You know what I mean, guys? And Cartoon's art is something that is special, guys. I'm gonna give you guys an example about how Cartoon has affected the Chicano community and the Chicano art culture. From my understanding, one time, Cartoon did a mural for I won't get into who, for an artist, and this artist pretty much tried to tell him that he wanted it like this and like that. And Cartoon told him, no problem, drew it like the guy wanted. From my understanding, the guy said, you know what, I kind of don't like it, and that's all it took, guys, of him saying, you know what, I don't like it. They said Cartoon pretty much got a white roller and just rolled over it. They said it had taken him about a month work, and he just rolled over it in about 5 minutes. I don't think he was mad at the guy. I don't think he was mad at the artist. From my understanding, he is a perfectionist. He is someone who does not allow error. He is someone who is very meticulous. And that's what probably makes him great, guys. Guys, your boy OG Black tries to bring you guys all sorts of different kind of things. It's not all about nautical. It's not about negative things. It's not always about people not getting along. It's not always about fighting. It's not always about negative news. My channel is supposed to be a positive channel, guys. It's supposed for you guys to get out of the lifestyle and not suffer. That's why I thought bringing you a video on Cartoon on Friday would be a special thing for you guys. You guys can do a little research on Cartoon and find out someone who's really authentic in the Chicano culture, guys. Someone who's a positive member. Not only for Mexicans, but for everybody else around. Your boy OG Black, smash, subscribe, share, hit the notification buttons, guys. I'm going to tell you guys something. YouTube's been doing some funny things. I'm not the only one. A lot of YouTubers are having trouble with subscribers for their lives. So one thing I'm going to recommend for you guys, turn off the phone. Turn it back on. Hit the bell notification and hit all. Just don't hit the bell notification. Hit all, because you're not going to get notified. If that doesn't work, then I really don't know what to say, man. But I do appreciate your guys' effort. I do appreciate all your subscribers. I appreciate all your comments. Remember, leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment. If you don't like it, leave a comment. You can leave whatever you guys want. Don't forget, my PayPal is open. My Patreon is open for you guys. Check out my Patreon. I have a lot of things on there, man. We're working on it. We're getting it better, man, for you guys, so you guys can check it out. It's your boy OG Black, man. Remember, guys, you only get 3 things in this life. And remember, Try to be positive. Try to be good for your family so you can be there for the future. It's your boy OG Black. Enjoy this Friday, and I'm out.